My God, do we not need more midfield players? He might start if our first, like, people get injured. Or he might make the bench if, like, 6 people get injured. Short of that, though, he is unlikely to play for us. Just because we happen to have a giant logjam of good quality players for our national team in Australia at the midfield. Always tough. Always tough. Especially when you hope from when you're younger to play for a team like this, but I make the careful cuts. That's why I'm paid the big bucks. I will say I'm not getting the interviews that I had previously gotten. Oh my, Cole! Why? It's been 3 minutes. Why would you? I guess he's tired of me. He wants me to get fired, so he's trying to throw these matches. That seems a bit excessive, Cole. How about instead we look to maybe have conversations like adults? That'd be a bit more pleasant. Instead of just trying to murder a man. Yankolov needs to shove it. I can't tell him that to his face because apparently people take that kind of language offensively, personally a little bit. But in reality, he was the only one who I said, "You did poorly, do better next time." He took that to heart. Very offended by it. I think we can look to just move him on if he wants to continue kicking up a fuss. I'll say once again, it has been our strikers who've not done anything. Their ability says they've been done fine. I think it's just a matter of them not having any shots, really. Oh, keeps possession. Morris. Morris now on the attack. Morris scores! Oh, we've drawn level in the last couple of minutes. I was just admonishing them, and they finally got it together and scored their goal. Been a while since that's happened. In a while. A win here would be very nice for us. As a reminder, we should have won that last match. We had 2 XG over the opponent, we just couldn't score. I have a feeling once our strikers start scoring, it'll open the floodgate, and there we go. Possible offside. Different player than the one I was thinking we had the same last name. That probably is relatively common. Orley. Hit back. Scar. Over the top for Morris to chase on. The Shipley sends it to Alexa, who splatters it into the back of the net. Again, possible offside, but that was a fantastic goal. Even if it's not counted, it counts in my heart. Luckily, it counts on the scoreboard as well, because that was too good not to. Did some research as well during the break, looking at different ways that Football Manager 24 is different than the one before it. Kind of comparing, contrasting, looking up the best tactics. What I have noticed about all the best tactics, however, they're all ridiculously high intensity, like a near max bar. Makes sense. Obviously, if you play harder, you're likely to have better results. However, just the fact that it's so ridiculously skewed that way, and people still think it's good to play those kind of systems every single match, I find shocking. Yes, a gegenpress can help you get possession, and you can generally do well with it, but if you play that every 3 days with pretty much the same players, people are going to break. And as much as I don't mind occasionally a player getting injured, even though it's irritating to me, if that happens more than once a season, start losing my mind. And a system like that would just break my players constantly. I don't know how well they tested for that. But my goodness, this has also been a very nice goal. That's one of the reasons why I like doing these less attacking systems. Don't get a result, even though we've gotten mugged. I'm not going to scream, but I'm going to be very irritated. What the heck? Come on, okay. Last chance. Hey, just cross it. Cross it into the center. Oh my goodness. Oh, we've so destroyed them. Oh, in the last seconds of this game, we have drawn level. Oh, I'd feel very pissed off. I mean, it's happened to me before. I don't think I've ever had it happen for me. Brilliant. We actually won. Oh wow, their players are shattered. They didn't rest properly. Why you rest your players, people? Don't be like the enemy team, where most of their players can't even play any longer. Very much why they're losing. Rest your players, rotate your players, look at your easier matches, figure out when you can dip in your schedule a little bit, and plan accordingly. A bit of forethought, your players will thank you. They'll leave the scoreboard and the board. It was awarded, though. So, we're up by 3 goals, not the end of the world, especially if our goalkeeper saves this. I mean, that was about as horrible of a penalty shot as you could possibly take outside of just straight up missing the net. Straight at the keeper, no question about it, easy to block. That was sad, very sad. 0-0. 0-0. Beginning to hate Australia. In game, remember, in game. Real world, they're a lovely bunch of people, lovely country. Or in game, they let me down every single time. Very, very disappointing. Very annoyed that apparently I have a lack of experience guiding teams away from relegation, when I did take a job specifically because of that. The team was, what, in not quite last place, but second to last place, and I took them all the way into, like, 6th or 5th or 6th. I did an amazing job that season. But for whatever reason, I don't have it on my resume that I'm taking teams away from relegation. It is costing me opportunities. Very annoyed with this game for that. But such is the nature of football. Sometimes if they look at that team and said, well, that team should have been winning, you just did what you were expected to do, I guess it doesn't count for nearly as much. Thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Feel free to follow links down below if you want to see some of my content, and I will see you all next time.